Hello everybody, it's Tony Soto with the Q.co, and today I have Miss Viva Valezz talking with me today. She is a burlesque dancer on the East Coast, and we'll be doing a queer burlesque tour starting when?
Starting May 11th, it kicks off.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know a little bit about you, your background in burlesque.
Burlesque. Burlesque is definitely my passion. I have not been doing it that long. I've been doing it a little over 4 years now, but before that I was a professional exotic dancer and belly dancer. My background is not in theater, is not in dance, but you know, I'm very comfortable on stage and very comfortable being semi-nude. It was a natural progression for me.
Now, what is it about burlesque that drew you to it?
Just the freedom, being a full-figured woman, not of the size 4 stature. You know, it gave me a thrill and a confidence that, you know, that a lot of women should experience in their lifetime, and it's kind of intoxicating and addictive to be up there.
How has the acceptance from the audience been since you say you're fairly new to it? Mm-hmm. Did they take to you quickly, or?
Yes, I mean, I come from Columbus, Ohio, and Columbus does not have a thriving burlesque scene by any means. In the last couple of years, it has really taken off, no pun intended, and unbelievably, we have like 4 or 5 burlesque troupes in Columbus, Ohio, which is a very small town. I mean, some large cities don't even have that many burlesque troupes. So definitely Columbus has embraced nudity. So it's doing quite well.
Let's talk about the queer burlesque show.
Yes.
What's it called?
Well, the tour is in support of the festival.
Okay. And
it's called Fierce, the first international queer burlesque festival. The promotional tour that starts in weeks from now is like the official kickoff of the promotional year we're going to have to try to create buzz around the festival.
What made you decide to do a queer burlesque festival?
Well, besides the fact that I'm queer and I do burlesque, I don't know. I mean, I come from, you know, obviously Columbus is not, you know, a thriving metropolitan area by any means. You know, obviously the larger cities have, you know, a very large burlesque presence and a large queer presence. But I really wanted to do something for people like me who were in smaller towns who wanted to connect with other, you know, with their burlesque queer peers, just to be able to give us a forum to celebrate with each other that we're queer and we love taking our clothes off and entertaining people and, you know, whatever kind of burlesque that is. I mean, because there are so many different types. The festival is for queer folks, people who identify by all the GLBTQ labels, and people who don't identify by any label at all.
Right.
You know, it's not a political festival. You know, obviously there's some politics in it because of the fact that we're all queer and we're celebrating that. I just want it to be a big party. You know, I just want us to all enjoy each other's performance and network.
What cities are you going to be visiting on this tour?
Oh gosh, let's see. Milwaukee, Madison, Detroit, Atlanta. I mean, we go as far west as Milwaukee, as far east as, I'm hoping, Fire Island or Jersey, or I mean, lots of the dates are still being firmed up right now. So as far south as Atlanta, as far north as Detroit. So covering the eastern, you know, splitting the country down the center and doing all the states on the East Coast, since the first festival is going to be in Ohio.
And what kind of venues are you going to be performing in?
Queer venues.
Yeah, like gay bars or?
Well, in Columbus, we plan to perform at least one large gay club and possibly a historical theater where Gypsy Rose Lee once performed. I'm trying to make it a little bit, you know, a little bit mainstream, a little bit queer, so that, you know, folks from all audiences can come and see what it's all about.
When will you be in Chicago?
We will be in Chicago May 17th and 18th.
Do you have a lineup for that? Do you know like some people, local people that would be in the show?
Well, there's a cast that's going to be traveling everywhere. Of course, every town we're visiting, we're getting locals to play with us because we just want to play. When we're in Chicago on the 17th and 18th, I wanted to tap into obviously the queer burlesque audience. So Cruel Valentine is the name of one of the performers, Tito Benito.
Who we're familiar with. We've covered Tito Benito on the Q a few times. We love him.
There's an exotic belly dance performer who's queer here in Chicago named Lee Namu. And if you don't know him, you need to look him up because he's so talented and such a sweet gentleman. A young performer named Queerella Fistalot.
I appreciate you getting a hold of us because you did contact us, and we love that queer organizations and queer people are reaching out to the Q for a platform because we want to offer that to our community.
Well, and we thank you.
So thank you, and be sure to check out May
17th and 18th. We'll be at the Underground Lounge.
At the Underground Lounge, and the name of the burlesque show again?
Fierce.
So be checking out May 17th, May 18th at the Underground Lounge for Fierce, a queer burlesque celebration. And this has been Viva Valezz talking to us today, and I am Tony from theq.co. Thank you so much, and thank you again.
Thanks, Tony.
All right.